So, getting ready to plaster. Here's some photos of making the cupboards and boxing in the plumbing. You can see the plumbing on the left and the big uprights just going in. There's the frame all done, the cupboard's nearly finished, the framework, and that framework takes the plasterboard.
Right, so here we are at last. The room is finished in terms of all the prep, and tomorrow morning the plumber arrives. The plasterer arrives tomorrow morning. Oh, I'm so happy. So there we go. All these pipes that used to go up there have all now been moved. The chimney breast that was here, massive chimney breast, has all been taken down. And I've started to build the shelves, and there will be cupboard doors going over there, and the radiator will go in there. Behind this boarded section is where all the pipes now run. There used to be pipes in the middle of the room, if you remember, going into the old airing cupboard here. And there, all the pipe work that used to be there and in the middle of the room and so on, all come down there. There's plumbing under the floor for the new radiator. All the walls, which had massive cracks and everything in where the wall had settled years ago, have now, it's all been repointed up. What they'd done before, I can't believe it, is there was big cracks. And what they'd done is they put battens down the wall because it was so uneven, and then just put plywood over the battens and then tiled onto the plywood. So rather than mending the wall and getting it right, they just they just put some plywood over the top and just left it. Yeah, I can't believe it. All the ceiling's done. We've got where I've had to mend it where the chimney breast came out. That's all boarded, ready for the plasterer. There's a hole for the new light there. That's the existing light with the fan. And then there's another downlight there. Okay, again, all ready for the new downlight. So that's a massive crack on this side. It was a huge crack that needed properly mending. Again, where it all settled. And that's all done. Obviously, brand new floor. And what happened was, with the settling, the floor was definitely down by about an inch at this end. So the floor went along flat and then dived down. The problem with that is, with this new bath, which I'm not going to show yet, but it is fantastic. Wonderful new, this is a cast iron bath. Of course, it's all exposed feet. And so, if we hadn't leveled the floor, you'd have had to put it in and put it on chocks, like at the end. It would look really, would have looked completely wrong. So I'm glad that we've levelled the whole floor, needed doing. And looks good. I was just going to patch bits into the floor, but I'm glad that it's a whole new floor now. That's the plumbing in for the shower, and hopefully those are the connectors. They've got to be in exactly the right place, the connectors, because then the actual shower bar screws straight onto them, and I'm 90% sure, hopefully, that they are in exactly the right place, because that's going to be plastered, then it's going to be tiled. And obviously the connectors are already in, and then hopefully the shower bar will screw onto that. They're all plumbed in and everything. They're just capped at the moment. Obviously, make sure keep the water off. There's plumbing under here for what was going to be the towel radiator here, but we've realised with the bath it just wasn't going to fit, because we've got the new shower tray. We put that in. We put the bath in, and then there wasn't really much room there, so it just cluttered the whole thing up if we put the towel rail in, so that's now gone back. And then over here we started to plumb in the sink, so that's the plumbing for the sink, and that's the new waste. And then up above, that's all the wiring in, that goes to the shaver socket, and then that goes to a waterproof light switch, up to what will be a light, and then across to another light. So all the wiring's in place there for the shaver socket and lighting around the mirror, which will be above the sink. Existing toilet, thank heaven that didn't move, so that's all okay. And that's about it. Just doesn't sound like much. It's taken, it's 2 months. Yeah, it took 2 months working on it pretty full time, but really pleased because it's, you know. And then tomorrow it starts being transformed. You know, when the plaster comes in, the whole thing's plastered. Suddenly it's going to look like a proper room, and that damned black dust, that bloody black dust that I've been fighting for God knows how long. Everything you do is black dust. It's horrible, that, from this old plaster. It's all gone. You know, you'd never think there was a chimney breast there. 400 bricks gone. Yeah, so pleased with the whole thing so far. So there we go. Hopefully the plaster will be able to work around the bath. That weighs, I mean, almost literally a ton. It took 4 of us to get that in, and we only just managed to get it in. It's cast iron and it weighs a ton, but anyway, it's in now.